Welcome back. I hope you're feeling awesome. As a part of this video, we'll understand isolation as a part of ACID properties. If I ask you a question, will you always do one transaction at a time? Don't you have a situation where you may have multiple transactions at a time? There is a possibility, right? So, isolation property ensures that transactions can occur independently. Means whenever we are having a multiple transactions which are occurring concurrently, these transactions should be occurring in an independent manner without leading to any inconsistency of the database state. As we know, at the end of the day, the data is stored in a table in a database. So whenever the multiple transactions are occurring concurrently, those transactions should occur independently without leading to the inconsistency of the database state. That is ensured by a property isolation. So how does it ensure? Here, the way it ensures is changes occurring in a particular transactions are not visible to other transactions. That way, first initiated transaction is committed, then the next transaction can get into action. That is how isolation property takes care of ensuring concurrent transactions are occurring independently. Let us take an example here. Let us say we have a account A. We can say David, Bob, Monica, Rosie, whatever it is. Okay. So we have account A whose balance is $400. Assume that account A, this guy initiated the transfer of $100 to account B, immediately initiated one more transaction of another $100 transfer to account C. These two transactions are in a way occurring concurrently. So if ideally after the transfer of $100 to account B, $100 to C, what should be the balance? Balance should be $200. But since the transactions are occurring concurrently, let us say transaction related to account B is TB, transaction related to account C is TC. If the transaction related to account B reads the balance as $400 and transaction related to account C also reads the balance as $300, then after transferring $200 to account B and account C, the final balance is $300. How can it happen? After transferring $200 from $400, how can the balance be $300? That is wrong. So isolation property ensures that even though these transactions are occurring concurrently, how do you isolate them and make them occur independently? So extending this example, now let us say account A balance is $400. Then account A initiates a transfer of $100 to account B and $100 to account C. So we have to isolate this transaction with the transaction of transferring the amount to account C. That way, this transaction reads the account balance of A as $400. Then this transaction reads the balance of account A as $300. Finally, after the transfer of $100 each to account B and account C, account balance of A is only $200, which is right. So this is ensured by isolation property. It is so important, right? You are able to appreciate the isolation property after going through this example. Awesome. You have a wonderful time. Thank you.